Aquarius season is the midpoint of winter in the northern hemisphere. This is the energy of transcendence. It's the energy of the natural world's continued existence after the decline and death it experiences in autumn and early winter. So right off the bat, Aquarius is the season that challenges our conventional preconceptions about fundamental truths. Secularly, scientifically, there is nothing after death. It's over. That's the end. And yet, nature persists beyond this barrier in its enduring cycle of seasons. Aquarius is the sign with the enlightenment to know that there is no beginning or end. There's only pattern and its repeating march through our very narrow human perception of linear time. Part of the reason Aquarius possesses this ability to understand what is beyond conventional limits comes from the fact that this sign is ruled by Saturn, the planet of limits and the surpassing thereof. Or, according to some astrologers, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of iconoclasts and revolutionaries. If you'd like to learn more about Aquarius's connection with Saturn and Uranus, you can check out my other video titled Aquarius, Your Planet, which is linked in the description. Winter is the final quarter of the astrological year. Our secular New Year in the West is, of course, January 1st, but for at least 2 millennia now, astrologers have been marking the beginning of the year on the spring equinox, making winter the last stretch, the ending before the next beginning. There is no hard stop. Winter is simply concluding one revolution in the cycle in preparation for a new one. Some key words that describe the winter season are contemplation, rumination, reconsideration, sublimation, reformation, preparation, anticipation, planning, drafting, designing, and dreaming. Aquarius season is the time in the cycle of nature when the world is hibernating in a trance-like stasis. If we think about the physiological elements of hibernation, animals and plant life go into this state where their metabolism slows. For animals, their breathing and their heart rate slows down, their body temperature gets lower. And humans can actually do this as well with meditation. There are yoga masters and Tibetan monks who can use advanced meditation techniques to literally control their body's functions like temperature and metabolism, and induce hibernation-like bodily experiences at the same time that their minds and their souls are connecting to an ascended spiritual source. So the natural symbology of this season evokes the phrase mind over matter. And that really gets to the heart of Aquarius energy, because this sign is about going beyond the tangible and the visible so that the soul can soar above. Winter represents death and the afterlife, or the before life, that which is between incarnations. Aquarius season can be symbolized in terms of the human life cycle as the soul's transcendence to a different state of spiritual existence after the cessation of mortal life. But this isn't something morbid or terrible. Note that this stage is not the end of the line in terms of the life cycle. It's simply the beginning of a new part of the soul's journey. This season gives Aquarius a profound awareness of the meaning of it all, and it's something that people without significant Aquarius energy cannot quite comprehend. If you think about souls in the afterlife, those of us who are still alive, we don't know what happens. We might have beliefs or hopes about what is beyond death, but until we get there, it's a mystery to all of us. It's that uniting factor among humanity that acts as the great equalizer for most of us. Aquarius exists in this separate state, where they know something we don't know. And the bittersweet part is that they can't really share it with the rest of us. Aquarius is a very magnanimous sign. They would like to share it, but it's the kind of thing where you have to be there. We can imagine what it must be like to be a soul freed from the confines of a mortal body and to step into the realm of the eternal, to suddenly know the answer to all those existential questions that we ask when we're alive. What does it all mean? Why are we here? What's the purpose? Now, we're speaking symbolically here. Of course, I'm not saying each individual Aquarius knows the meaning of life. Although, if you're an Aquarius listening and you do know, please comment below and let me know what it is. But what I mean is that this sign carries the capacity for intellectual and spiritual understandings that surpass the reach of most people. The symbology of this season and its related age range contributes to the iconic, enigmatic qualities that characterize the zodiac sign Aquarius. Thank you so much for listening, Aquarius. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, comment if you have any questions, share this with your friends, and please subscribe. I would be so happy to have you with me. One last thing I'll mention is that this is based on traditional Hellenistic astrology, developed over 2,000 years ago by the ancient Greeks and Romans with significant contributions from the Egyptians, Babylonians, Persians, and various other cultures in the surrounding areas of North Africa, South Asia, and the Arabian Peninsula. Since all of these places are situated above the equator, the seasonal associations with zodiac signs are from a northern hemisphere perspective. So a common question is, if I was born in Aquarius in the southern hemisphere, does that mean I should pay more attention to the seasonal symbology of summer since the seasons are opposite? The short answer is no. The original meanings apply to everyone, regardless of where on the planet you were born. The long answer is a little bit more interesting. If you are seeking a deeper understanding of your sign, then it's important to know that astrology is a vastly complex symbolic language which employs the natural principle of duality. In this context, that means summer and winter are two sides of the same coin, and I would absolutely encourage everyone to explore a little bit about the sign which is 180 degrees opposite to your own in the zodiacal wheel. In a way, this can be like holding up a sort of mirror or a negative of a photograph, an inverted image of yourself. By understanding our opposite, we can often gain a deeper understanding of our own soul. Aquarius is opposite to the sign Leo, and I will leave a link to Leo's seasonal video in the description below if you want to check that out.